Hello, how is it going? I hope everybody is doing good today. Okay, I think everything is set up. Alright. We got some weeklies to do. Well, in like half an hour we have some weeklies to do. Let's see, how much longer is it on the resurgence? Before I look at that.
Primes. As bright as if they
Another
were
4
forged
days.
yesterday.
I still need to get this.
Good. Don't rush
Probably
into
work
things.
on that. I think I said Tuesday we were gonna do those. I'm also crafting my second revolver now. For the Vesto Prime. Akimbo. I have two already, but one of these is like my good one, and I don't want to put that in there because the something annoying about that pistol is the dual wield doesn't get the incarnate form, so the single one is just better. Don't mind you, you're just lurking. Okay, well thank you for the lurk. I'm doing pretty good. How about you? We'll probably start today with the sortie. I don't remember which one it is. I'd have to look it up. It's been I farmed it when it came out, but it's either you need to these things right here. You need to get these. It's either this one or this one or this one. You have to craft these, and then you have to go to the grove on an Earth map. It's like a randomly generated area in them. I think there's always a grove. I can't remember. And then what the recommended thing to do is to find a group where everybody's running one of these, and then you would all activate it each one time and fight the boss that spawns. It's like the boss is really easy, but yeah, you kill the boss. I don't know if it still works. Loot frames used to work like Hydroid and Necros. I don't know if they still work, what they used to. And then they just have a chance to drop it. But if you have like 4 people running like two of these, you're gonna get a bunch of extras probably. Yeah, that is the annoying thing about getting those is you do have to farm the annoying plants. Yeah, it has a 100% drop rate, but it can be one of the different drops. Because I think they have like 4 or 5 different mods in the loot table. And with a loot frame, if that still works, then you get a lot of mods if everybody's running 2 of them. Okay. Did anybody want to join for the sortie?
The lotus. Grineer are your masters.
Because I'm going to get that out of the way. But then we should be ready for the weeklies. That's a list of stuff to do, true. Okay, yep, I'll invite you in it when you get in. That's one thing I'm not a big fan of farming. It's the Titania Plants quest things. I actually had to do it kind of recently. I did it for Growing Power when it came out because Growing Power was such a good mod when it came out. But I didn't farm the Brief Respite one because when Brief Respite came out, shield gating didn't exist. I know that's like hard to believe, but Brave Respite was considered to be a pretty garbage mod because shield gating didn't exist. But now that shield gating exists, Brave Respite is a very good mod. Where are you at on your new account, Hyper? How far have you gotten into the game? My launcher is being... That is okay. We have time. When does the next round of these come out? 4 days. Okay. You did a blood sacrifice for a cooler name. Fair enough. Having a cool name is important. Currently doing Rising Tide. Is that the Railjack mission? Yep, okay. I thought so. I've had to help a lot of friends with missions a little bit ago, and so I'm starting to remember them now. Why is that? I don't know if you guys like roguelikes, but one of my all-time favorite roguelikes just got an update recently, and I have been having a lot of fun with it. Offline raid you in Rust? Oh, while you were offline? Okay. Yeah, it's wild to me that games like that, you can just get killed or your base raided while you're offline. That is something I don't think I could ever get into. That is unfortunate. The roguelike though that got a big update is it's called Rogue Genesia. Very fun game. It has some ridiculous things you can do in it. Some of the like high damage numbers you can get into is it has to measure them in E. It is a very interesting game. Don't have an app set up to tell me when I was being raided. Ah, fair enough. That's a big ask from a game to be able to just anytime be able to log into the game and defend your base. Let me go look at this build. Oh yeah, this is. I was trying to remember what my build was. That's right. I think this mod is really good, but can be kind of annoying to make use of. It's just annoying to have to headshot things all the time. Okay, you can go ahead and do that. Let me check the calendar real fast. Maybe I'll go do that. Oh yeah, actually I need to do this. Kill Scaldra. Alright, I can do that. Let's swap over to the best one for AoE killing Scaldra, children. And then we'll put it on invite only. And then we'll go to the survival. Nice.
Your enemies have grown fierce. Use all that you have learned.
Oh, it's winter now. I love the winter tile set. I'm actually kind of glad the calendar didn't have anything too great in it. I like doing the calendar, but it does take a good amount of time. I don't like it when the calendar has good stuff and the Cynthia has good stuff. I prefer like one of them having good stuff and the other one not, because they take about the same amount of time. They complete both of them. I needed to update, like Windows did. Ah, okay. At the end of the last stream, I actually did a level cap void cascade with my my Valkyrie. It actually went really well. We're out of shields. I wonder if they'll ever fix that one day. The ice bubbles being like unbreakable by Hildren. That's like the one weakness she has. She really is. I like her more than Nova for killing Skuldra, but I prefer Nova if I have to kill Tekrod. Because there's a tile set Nova can really speed up. Like you can get 300 kills per minute with Nova in a very specific tile set that always appears on the Tekrod maps. So she can get the Tekrod kills really quick. But the tile set's not on here, and then also the people with guns don't group up as well. So I like Hildren a lot more for killing Skuldra.
spore count is approaching terminally unfun levels. Activate another health scrubber.
I hate him. Oh, nice. What do you have left to get? I don't think I can break the things on here. I don't know, I can't. What? Oh.
You've got a minute to get a health scrubber working.
Wow, I'm really purple. Ah, yeah, the Warframe Exos adapters are always annoying to get.
While Scaldra is distracted, I'm taking
Because you need to get a,
acquisitions.
if there's
Like
none
this.
of anything like the
Don't
calendar or
worry, I'll
anything
share.
like that, you
Extractions
have to
open.
get a,
But it wouldn't be very much fun if you
you have to
left
get them
now.
from Samaris, and I think you need like 2 Forma to build it. They're like really annoying to get. But the game does give out a lot of like free ones, like a lot of the time. Nowadays. But there's a lot of content that will just have a built Warframe Exodus adapter in it. I've stacked up quite a few now. I think I have like 12 of them. And I put them on every Warframe I play. It's only 50k standing.
Intimidation is off the
That's a
table.
lot, especially when as annoying as Samaris is to farm. It's only 2 hunts. Like that's a big ask though, in my opinion. Cause like a lot of other syndicates, you can kind of just get their levels, just by playing the game normally. But you really have to go out of your way for Samaris. And if you're not doing like a level cap run, your best option, I think, to get Samaris is to go to like Steel Path, Plains of Eidolon, and then like scan Eximus, which I've tried it. It's not very fun. And it doesn't take super long, but it's definitely not things I ever want to do. I would honestly just rather go to level cap and avoid Cascade than ever do that again. It takes longer, but that is much more fun than scanning Eximus and Plains of Eidolon. Yeah, we did all that for an Archon Shard. Okay, yeah, we don't need to do anything else. That was like the only good thing in the calendar. Oh, I am capped on this stuff. I should actually be spending this.
Interest you.
Let's see, have I bought everything in here yet? No, we're still missing some stuff. We'll buy the last 100k thing in here.
I see.
Let's see what we get in this other one.
Will these help you?
We got a bunch of more 100k ones.
An honor.
The ones to actually work? Yep. I kind of wish Samaris had syndicate missions, kind of like you could just go to this tab and just do them, or like what the Sanctuary Onslaughts give you Samaras XP? Because this is like the most annoying to get, in my opinion, of all the syndicates. Besides maybe the Vent Kids. The Vent Kids are pretty bad too. I don't know which one is worse. They're both out of the way and annoying to do. I think they're equally bad. Hello, how's it going? How are you doing today? Wait, why am I looking at Matterite? And everything I can buy in here. We have one we can buy. I will max out all the syndicates one day. Xenarix maxed out, Matterite's maxed out. Bazarin is maxed out. I can actually buy some more things for Bazarin. Let's buy this. And then, Naramon, is it maxed out? I think Naramon is maxed out finally. Yeah, we're done with Naramon. So the only focus goal I haven't bought everything in at this point is Inaru. With good reason. I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. I'm not close. I mean, I'm close, but it's definitely not... It's not as close as I would like. But we're about to do the sortie if you want to join, Kirby. Matterai, though, I have a lot. I used Matterai on everyone for a while there. Because it was like only the good focus goal. Okay. We'll just see if Kirby wants to join, and then we'll get started. We're gonna do the sortie. And then it should lead right into the Archon hunts, because it's so close. You're too tired? That is fair. Alright, let's get these done then. Oh wait, I gotta switch back to Ivera.
Is within that war frame. I will crush it.
Okay, I have Matterai.
Fill my lungs with
all squad members need a level 30 Warframe. It's almost 1 a.m. Yeah. Unfortunately, the weeklies start later now. I kind of wish they would just reset earlier. Like, I kind of wish they would just move the daily reset to earlier. I don't like that it's 7 o'clock for me. We'll go to B. I like going to B because I can try to go help out C or A if I have to. Because that's usually in the middle of all of them. Nice, auto hack. Also, Tuesday, so not tomorrow, but the next day, I will be doing, I will be helping out people with their resurgence. So if you want to get stuff done in the resurgence, that would be a good day to join before it goes away. Okay, fair enough. And then maybe Wednesday or Friday, I'll be doing my hopefully last Cult of the Lamb stream. Because I do want to get the last of the achievements for that game. I'm so close at this point. And then the other day will be Warframe again. So there'll be Warframe every day but one day next week. You'll join, or not tomorrow, but the next day, yeah. For Tuesday stream. It'll also be earlier, which will be better for you. I need to check how many void traces I have. We might have to farm a little bit that day. What to see.
Another job well executed.
I did get into a level cap void cascade, so I did get a good amount of void traces. Tomorrow for you, fair enough. You can actually look. Let me look this up. Warframe Incarnates. The wiki. Let's see. We're on the boar. So Ceramic Dagger isn't next week, but it's the week after. So, or it's not this week, I guess. Because it's about to switch over to the Latron Furus. Oh, the Furus? If you don't have that incarnate, I highly recommend the Furus. But, yeah, it won't be this week. Like the week that's about to come in. But it'll be the week after that. It'll be the Ceramic Dagger, Bolter, Magistar, Lex, and whatever that pistol is. Yeah, if you go to the wiki, it'll show you, because they're on a set rotation, it'll actually tell you the rotations.
Forget the Lotus.
Did that bonk go off, or did I just not hear it?
Masters, submit for
I know it was broken last time. Let's do this. Okay, no, it probably went off.
This is a mobile defense mission.
Oh my
You
god.
must deliver payloads and defend a number of locations while I break into the network. Be prepared for heavy resistance.
Okay, maybe it didn't go off.
I can't do this without you.
Why do you keep breaking the bonk? You're overusing it. Too much bonk. Ew, less max energy as Valkyr.
We have got to find a terminal. Proceed and prepare.
Oh, that's like... That's brutal, you know. That is not a claw using time. This is why we have backup melee weapons for Valkyr. To make more bonk. No, the bonk It can only produce so much bonk an hour. I'm sorry. There's a limit to this. Oh yeah, because you have my buff. Valkyrie gives melee speed to allies. And armor.
Area completed.
I hope you
Move
get
on.
nullified 20. That would be awful. Why would you wish that upon someone? Not making more bonk. I'm sorry. I can only make so much. Okay, I'm gonna try it. See, it works just fine. Yes, I like that. I don't like doing the objectives. I just like to murder. Objectives get in the way of murder. Unless the objective is to murder, and then I'm happy. Still need more bonk. I'm sorry, there's only so much.
Terminal hacked. Keep moving.
Concerned? Why are you concerned? They're bad guys, alright? You should never be concerned. Wait, there's 2 stars over here? That's a rare sight to see 2 stars in the same room. You don't see that every day. The grass texture from Oberon is not looking good right now. I want to be real. I'm doing so much. It's like fine till it got up the stairs.
The odds were against us, Tenno. But we did it. Mission complete.
I think we got one more for the sortie, and then, yeah, that'll be just in time for the Archon hunts to start. I really like the new new arcane. Actually, I like most of the new arcanes they added. I really like Bulwark for playing people like Valkyrie, where you get a ton of armor. That's actually like not a bad amount of Archon cells. Well, actually, if you're master rank 30, they don't need to be master rank. They don't need to be rank 30. Funny enough, but I don't believe for Archon hunts they need to. I can't remember. I think that's just a sortie thing. It's like a sortie and sanctuary onslaught. Elite sanctuary onslaught. Wait, what did I get? Oh wait, I thought we finished the thing. You meant for the Orkin cells. I thought I didn't even look at the sortie reward. I do that a lot. I've done so many sorties, I forget to look at the rewards a lot of the times. I want to do more Railjack stuff. But there's not a lot of reason to do Railjack stuff. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember that. Oh yeah, speaking of the Furious, I have the Furious equipped right now.
General Sargus Ruck has become a problem for our artifact recovery efforts. Several of our dig sites in this sector have been attacked and
Why am I
annexed by
red?
Ruck and his fleet. Take Ruck
Who's that
out.
guy playing to make me red? Oh, Valkyr. That's interesting.
I will crush it. I will fill my
But does my blue override his red? No, now I'm just blue and red.
Ruck is the Grineer's preeminent artifact hunter. Taking him out will cripple their artifact recovery.
I kind of wish
efforts.
Roar worked like that. I always hate that Roar doesn't take your energy colors.
Located the VIP.
Roar is always yellow. No matter what you do, Roar is always yellow.
think you are guardians? Grineer rule supreme. Grineer protect all.
And I don't know why it's like that. I think it's the only buff ability that's like that. That doesn't take your energy color. Like, I'm pretty sure I have Roar, a blue, and a red Valkyr buff. You know, I haven't seen. I've had this guy quite a few times in the sortie lately. I haven't seen him bug in a while. This guy used to all the time bug out and become completely invulnerable. I don't know if he can still do it, but I know it's happened a lot.
Target down.
To me, at
Assassination
least.
contract complete. Great
Okay,
work.
we got a statue. I'm fine with that. I knew it. Statues are nice. I need endo sometimes. Okay.
Only one per Tenno. Don't get greedy.
Only one for Tenno. I would never get greedy. Alright, we get a blue one this week. You gave me your bad luck. Why would you do that? Alright. Okay, yeah, you do need a level 30 Warframe for Archon hunts. I wasn't sure if you did, but you do. I guess that makes sense. It's weird that you need a level 30 for this, But you don't need a level 30 for Archimedes. And Archimedes are 100% the harder content. It's very strange.
Whatever Pazul is building, it is consuming huge amounts of power and resources.
What is
Shut
this?
his facilities
Oh, this is
down.
the sabotage.
Tau trembles within you, just as it consumes me. Kill your pride and follow me, Nata.
Remove the biocatalyst from the mixer to halt the Grenier poison's creation. Take care when destroying the biocatalyst cartridge.
I forget you have to
It is
shoot it.
highly explosive. Head to the poison injector now.
I feel like Tesha might be good. We'll have to see.
Set the injector into overdrive to incinerate the toxin.
Oh, not this. Eh. Okay. I've gotten better at that. I was not good at that when I first started doing those. I'm not a fan of that hacking. It confuses my brain. Do the hack on Switch. Yeah, I can imagine with like a controller that's actually even harder. I could not play Warframe with a controller. I'm gonna be real. This game does not seem like a controller-friendly game. I prefer to play games with a controller. I think it's just because I started on a console. But if it's not a game that's controller friendly, I definitely don't play it on a controller. Like this, a game like Deadlock would be, you'd be handicapping yourself so much. But like a lot of roguelikes I play with a controller because a lot of them work really well with controllers.
Objective achieved. Well done.
Objective achieved. Well done.
I like that my armor buff is applying to the objective. Oh, it lags on Switch. That's interesting. You forgot you made your Sevagoth strong. Nice. Sevagoth is just a really good Warframe. I don't like how inconsistent he feels sometimes. Like, I don't get it. Sometimes I'll be max stacks with my Sevagoth build. Like, I'll have, Molt Augmented maxed out. I'll have Roar on. I'll do the combo, and then the enemies are like, fine. And I don't know why. Because that should never happen. They should always die. Okay, have a good night, Kirby. Thank you for stopping by. But yeah, I don't know why that
It's
is.
a communications crossroad for Narmer. Listen in. I want to know what he's telling his flock.
I know whenever you're at lower amounts of power strength from not maxing out Molt Augmented,
From the manifold.
it'll be less consistent if you how do I put it? It'd be less consistent if the enemies aren't close together. Like, even with no multi-augmented stacks, you should always kill the stuff in, like, Simulacron, because the enemies are so close together. But I don't know why, in a normal map, it doesn't work sometimes, even though you're at max stacks. Because technically, if you're at max stacks, it should always kill people. And it doesn't have line of sight checks. I don't know. Sevagoth is just weird. Wait, how did they cap this? Oh, there's a dude there? He was actually camouflaged. I still didn't hear the alarm going off. I love the Kodahima. This weapon does an unnecessary amount of damage. Oh, I meant to try it at level cap. When I went to level cap the other day. I can't believe I forgot to do that. I guess I'll just have to go to level cap again at some point. That was one of the things I was wanting to do. That was weird. I need to get a group of people to like stream to do a Void Cascade, because I want to test a couple of things at at level cap Void Cascade. But I can't do that with randoms, because everybody wants to leave the second we get the level cap. But I want to actually test some, like, weapons and things. And I don't ever have time. So I'm either going to have to do it solo, or get, like, a group of people together. Maybe we'll do that one stream. I don't know how many people can do level cap Void Cascade in here. It's not too hard content, you just need to have a good amp. That's the hardest part. Not you. I bet you could do it. Do you have a good amp? Do you have a good amp and and like Materai maxed out? Or like have a good amount of points in the Materai? Not? Okay. Yeah, that's the big thing. You can have a worse amp if you have Materai. Especially if you have Materai and you have the stuff from the Fertitta Rebellion, like the mods, then you can definitely use a way worse amp. You could probably use, I think, what is it, a 1-2-3 amp, it'd be fine. And do level cap no problem. But a 147 is still the best. I actually was using Vazarin and having no problems, but I have an insanely good amp.
And the horns of him.
So that kind of compensates for not having the right focus tool.
And upon his tongue.
You have to have a really good setup for your amp if you want to use anything outside of Materai.
Before him, and he feared it not.
But I like that you can actually do it now. But because or before the old piece update, you basically had to use Matter Eye for level cap, Wood Cascade specifically. I'm glad you don't have to anymore. You can actually use other options. And I like Matter Eye, but I like Vazarin more, and I also like Zeneric. I think I like Zeneric less than Matter Eye, but the Warframes that need Zeneric, it's really nice to have Zeneric on. And then Nerimon, unfortunately, is kind of useless. And then I haven't looked enough into Unaru. I think Unaru could have some niche uses after the Protea Rebellion update, or the old piece update. I think Unaru actually might have some uses, but I'd have to try it out. Once I get it maxed out, I'll try out Unaru in some situations to see if it's actually useful. I think the answer is going to be no, but it definitely it's had the biggest chance it's ever had with the old piece update. Because Unaru, unfortunately, has never been good. Ever. I think I was there for the first Focus School update. I was, yeah. And all the way back then, even Unaru was not good. There's just almost never been a point in the game where it's been good. I did miss like 5 years there of playing the game, but there was only one Focus School rework. And it was the one, the one I missed was the one before the old piece, and Unaru was still not good with that rework. So apparently, Sevigoth. What does that even mean? Oh, I see. Okay, I read it wrong, and now it makes more sense. Or it's just Sevigoth being inconsistent, because sometimes Sevigoth just doesn't work. I was talking about that earlier. I don't know why. I don't know why Sevigoth is inconsistent like he is. Wait, do you have Roar active? Because you gotta remember Roar needs to be active. Oh wait, you're dead? I actually didn't know you were dead. There you go, you're back alive. That is my bad. I should have been paying attention. Yeah, Vazarin has a cool trick. Part of the reason I think Vazarin is the best Focus School in the game is I can just revive people. I don't know how long you could have been dead for, though. There's also no restrictions on the Vazarin revive. Like, if you're out of lives to resurrect yourself, Vazarin can still get you up. If the mission doesn't allow people to get revived, you can still revive people.
Fazul is not merely
It will
insane.
always revive players
There is
if there are
another
players that are
life
dead.
within him.
Just admit it, Nata. You're scared to face
Very
the
cool
possibility
Focus School.
that I'm right.
You're dead for like 1 minute. Okay, you're probably fine then. Did you get rewards? Okay, good. I might put an Inaru lens on my Valkyrie. Maybe. Yeah, he does that. Oh, you know what's funny? Is I've actually had a friend that the Archon hunt was on Earth, and actually I think it's always on Earth, but their Lich stole one of the Archon shards from the Archon hunt afterward. Let's just say they immediately went and killed that Lich. Yeah. I didn't actually think they could do it, but yep, they can steal
Whatever
Archon
the soul
shards.
preach,
They even
Loyal
sent me a
and
screenshot of
Scientists
it.
are the ones destined to rule. Era is merely a tool.
As
to
I
them.
don't have helmet.
He must
Ah,
strike
okay, yeah.
with them.
Roar is really important for Sevagoth. It's what lets him one-shot all the enemies. At least it wasn't bite. Yeah, the bite would be... I did see another friend sent me a screenshot of someone who had their bite stolen. That's like, you're just asking to die if you're a Lich. If you steal someone's bite, they will kill you so fast. The biggest mistake a Lich could make right there. It was also a Tau Forged, though the Archon Shard my friend lost. Well, didn't lose. But it was also just a blue.
Strike fast.
But
Use cover, and do not let him.
they were actually needing the blue. I forgot to reload my weapon before coming in here. Oh, I actually didn't think he was gonna spawn ads there. I really hate these ads. You have to like break these like tanks on them. He was one shot. He was one shot away. He would have died instantly if I would have remembered to empty the mag on my what is this weapon called? Hema. So I procced the mod. But I forgot to do that.
Deacon veils are holy regalia in Fazul's eyes. They will open this gate, even if their bearer is dead.
Oh, that's a good idea. Do you already have Bite on your main account, or is it for your second account? One of my friends actually farmed for it and gave me their Bite. And then I had to farm, because I was farming for Bite, and so they wanted to get it as well. And then I had to eventually farm Bite for them as well. And so I gave them the second Bite. That is, it's not fun to farm for. I've heard a decent way to get it is from transmuting mods. And then just hope you get it that way. I've never tried to get it that way, but it might be better. I've heard there are multiple people that's a better way to get it. But that might be worth a try.
Take down his flock first, then him.
I might try it at some point to see if it actually is a good way to farm it. Yeah. I don't know what causes this bug. But if you look at this dog, it's just fur. There's no dog in there. It's just fur. I feel like this is like a newish bug. But I hate it. What happened to my puppy dog? I don't know. That you didn't bring him. You just brought the fur. I don't know. I don't know why you forgot the rest of the dog.
Boreal is consumed by hatred. He blames both your people and ours for what was done to him.
What happened? That was a
Azure
Panzer True.
provides him with
They don't got no
infinite
fur.
credits for that vengeful spite.
I don't know if it happens to my dog, because I put a skin on them, and it doesn't happen with the Nidus deluxe skin. It's only with like the normal default dogs do they have no flesh.
Boreal is down.
That's how it's supposed to go with the Kodahima.
Torn out.
But
Excellent work.
I have to remember to reload it. Because this weapon does no damage unless you reload it once in a mission. You get to fully empty the mag too. Does it take all my HP if I reload it from like one missing? No, it doesn't. It takes proportional. Yeah, okay. Yay, a normal blue shard. She stole your statue. That's funny. But now you gotta go kill her. Get your statue back. Oh yeah, I bought those attachments. I should go like fix that. That actually looks kind of nice. Not with those colors. Why did that guy just turn on that mission? Just leave the lobby. Do I have the Octavia? Oh no, I have the wrong one. Okay. I knew I had an Octavia one, but that's not the right one. Okay, I'm gonna go check the stores. So we'll start with Earth. I'm gonna go to the Iron Wake. And we'll go check Teshin. And then I'm gonna do the Archimedes. For anybody who wants to join in on the Archimedes. You do need them unlocked and need to be able to do the Elite Archimedes. Okay, fair enough. Let's buy yet another ribbon. And one more ribbon. And some Kuva. I'm almost up to... Oh no, I thought that said 9. I thought I was almost up to 3 million Kuva. Almost up to 6,000 ribbon slivers. Luckily I'll have a use for those soon. That's definitely the highest level Nightwave I've ever had. Level 38 past max. I really need to, but I'm just being lazy. Go kill your Lich. They aren't too bad. The worst thing is getting the Requiem relics and farming the stuff from them. But luckily that won't be that bad in the next the next update. I am glad they're changing those Requiem relics. I mean, the alerts are always up. Until you do them, of course. Alright, Teshin, what do you got for us this week? Oh yeah, the call missions, that's a good idea. Alright, we got a ribbon mod. It's a rifle ribbon, you know? I think I'll pass today, Teshin. Yeah, I knew what you meant. Alright. Let's go switch over to the loadout I'm gonna use for the Archimedia. And then we have Vazarin. What pet do we have right now? We have Death Cube. Let's switch to Lila. The Panzers are just... If you had to choose one pet to use for the rest of the game, I would always choose the Panzer. The Panzers are just so good in general. They're not the best on every warframe in every situation, but they're always a good choice. Ah, you know what? Wait. I actually gotta go check one more thing. I did a dumb. I checked Teshin. I need to get it in the routine to check the other dude too. They really are. They're so versatile. They're universally just good. They prime viral, which is just like one of the best things you can prime with. They're just good. I don't always use them
Good
on all my builds, but they're definitely the one you could use in every build. Wow. There's like 1, 2, 3. There's 3 minimum roll ones. That's wild. Alright, well nothing good there. I've only seen 160% since I've started looking, and I check every week. I don't know, I feel like that's unlucky. Also, we should check, you know what? I'm gonna check Descendia to see what's in Descendia real fast. Okay, we got a working catalyst. That's kind of worth doing. Let's see if the calendar's more worth doing. An orange? Another catalyst, so you can get 2 catalysts this week. I might do both. Okay, not much else good. Okay, so it's kind of just that catalyst. So I might do the calendar after, but we'll have to see how much time we have. Or the calendar after, because I think I'd rather do Descendia over the calendar. What's like the next best all-around good pet? For me, I think I put Worm really high up there.
Okay, ready?
I really like
Velamir and Minerva,
Negate.
ready when you are.
Negate
Stand by for
from
10
Worm
core
is just
shenanigans.
really good. Okay. I have the nail. I don't think I want to put myself through that torture of using the nail. But I do have a Naros. And I am down to play a Naros. Especially for the tank fight. That actually sounds like a really, like, casual, and I don't really have to care. So we're gonna grab a Naros. Where's my boy? I can never remember what, there he is, what Inaros Prime looks like. Okay, we have Zadas. You know what? And we're gonna bring our own gun in. I talk about it all the time, and I love this weapon. We're gonna bring Mahima. Lizada. You think, I don't know. I don't like that pet on anyone that's not Hildren. I like Sentinels for shield gating a lot more. Because Sentinels have Manifold Bond, which is really good for resetting your shield. And then Negate is so strong. Where's my Nell? I actually do like this pistol, but I don't like using it. It's a good pistol, but man, does it feel bad when you miss that headshot. It feels really bad when you miss that headshot. Viral heat, yeah, that all makes sense. Okay, yeah. Yeah. See, I don't really run I don't run extra resources on my pets. I just don't really need it anymore. I did for a while, but at this point I have so many normal resources, it's just like, it doesn't affect a lot of the things I need to farm. So I don't even run Resourceful Retriever anymore. I think that might be part of the reason why I value the Sentinel more. What's a weapon I need to bring? Oh, Nakana. I got one of them. Maybe I'll actually like fix the build on my Nakana Prime. Whenever I started the game, the Nakana Prime was like the melee weapon that everyone wanted. Nowadays, though, it's not the best. Isn't it? I can't read that word. Glaive? Or for looks? Oh! No, back then, the Nakana was considered to be a really good melee weapon. It also looked cool, but it was because it was like a top tier melee weapon at the time. I definitely would not consider it to be one of the best anymore. It's not bad, but there are a lot better options nowadays. I don't even know what to put on. You know what, let's just put Fury. Never mind, I can't fit it. I don't really want a Forma. Yeah, I still need to make, like... I still need to finish making my build for my Nami Solo. I've never really used that weapon a lot, but I know it's really, really good. I think we'll just leave the build like this. I think it's fine. I'm probably not going to use it anyways. I have my Kodahima, which should be, like, good enough. I hate that I always forget to unlock it. Alright, let's add... I want toxin immunity here, just in case. Let's get elemental ammo packs. And then, you know what? Let's get some null stars. Those are like 3 of my favorite things for doing these missions. Alright. Do I have... Let's just check real fast. Do I have Vazarin on? Okay, I do. Anaros doesn't need a lot. With this persistence build, healing the Vazarin is just kind of nice. How do you... I don't remember how you even get the Nami Solo. How do you get that weapon? I just had one whenever I got the Incarnate. But I've also been playing the game for a while. MR9 market. Ah, okay. So it's not that hard to get. Then it's just a matter of getting the Incarnate form. But you just have to, you have to unlock Still Paths for that. That's like the biggest requirement for that one. The Zorus, yeah, you can't go wrong with the Zorus. I still like the Falcor more, but if you're, especially if you have like you're a new player or a new account, the Zorus is the better option because it's free and it comes with a catalyst. But if I had to choose which weapon I would rather bring, if they're both like optimized and catalyst and everything, I would go with the Falcor every time. Where's he actually at? Wait, which... I think is the biggest power spike. It doesn't, sadly. Wait, it doesn't what? I think I don't know what that's exactly respond into. Wait, does the Zorus not come with the catalyst? Because you need to build the Zorus. I thought it came with a catalyst. I could be wrong. I could have swore it came with a catalyst, though. But I definitely believe you since you literally just got it. Okay, that is unfortunate. I guess it's not a main story weapon, it's a side quest weapon. That kind of makes sense. I think it should come with a catalyst, though. That's part of the reason Broken War is such a popular weapon. Is because I know that one comes with a catalyst. Broken War is actually one of my most used weapons. Because, whenever I started the game, you needed stat sticks for even exalted weapons back then. And so, Broken War was my stat stick for Valkyr. Because I was a Valkyr main when I started this game. And I used Broken War for so long as just the stat stick. Because it had a catalyst. And I didn't want to like mess up the builds on my other melee weapons I actually used for melee. I'm glad they've almost entirely gotten rid of the stat stick stuff. I was never a big fan of that design. I know there's still technically some things that are stat stickable. Like Gladiator mod, there's a couple different mods that actually carry over to your exalted weapons. And Anaros is another one. Anaros' 2 is actually a pseudo-exalted weapon. It takes mods off your melee weapon with one of its augments, so it's actually a stat stick thing too. But for the most part, they've gotten rid of all the the things that need stat sticks. Which is good, because it makes those warframes a lot more relevant in content where you can't bring your choice melee weapon. Like in the Circuit and Archimedes and stuff like that. Where you can't control what melee weapon you bring. It has unfortunately though made some melee weapons worse. Like the Ceramic Dagger, Magistar, and those are the big ones. Magistar got two big things that made it less useful. Is it can no longer stat stick stuff like Korra, and the slam nerf happen like really close together. But the Ceramic Dagger still has some uses though, because it has the highest base melee combo counter you can get, and it's still useful for arcane outburst on secondaries if that's an arcane you want to use. But the Ceramic Dagger still has a lot of uses. Your Goss build? What changed about your Goss build? I've made a Goss build, he's fun. Oh yeah. The have you tried the Sampodi on him? The Sampodi is still a pretty good heavy weapon, heavy attack melee weapon. It's not as good as the old slam builds, but it's still pretty good. That and the Architectron are still pretty good, but you do have to jump in the air and slam, unfortunately. But it does a lot of damage. It still hits really hard. I just don't like that, like, right here. Like, there's so many rooms like this where, like, that's not enough to get a good slam. That is a problem with slam weapons. There's so many tile sets where you can't get the full benefit of them anymore. The Sambodi, though, you can. It works like old slam weapons where you can do the old that, and you get the full benefit from it. It is weaker though. And there's a lot of mods that don't affect its slam. Kill Tech Rock with melee. You know what? I can try that. You made him a weapons platform for a gun instead. Yeah, that's fair. He is a very good weapons platform. I can never decide. You know that augment he has that lets him apply his like cold or heat or blast to weapons? Do you use that for your weapons platform? I could never decide whether I wanted it or not. It seems like a good mod. I don't even play Goss, but that man has 5 of my red shards because he really likes duration. I think I still have those 5 Tau Forge reds on him. Now it kind of doesn't matter anymore. But there's been a lot of situations where I'm like, I could just rip those out of him and use them with someone else. Yeah. Well, you get the armor strip without the augment, I'm pretty sure. I think that's how Goss works. I haven't played a lot of Goss. But it can apply a good amount of status to your weapons. And heat is a pretty good status to add, too. Goss is one of those interesting warframes because he doesn't have a bad ability. So it's like really hard to helmet on him if you want to helmet an ability on, because every ability Goss has is good. I'm trying to think if there's one you could really get rid of. There's not one that you can easily get rid of on him. There aren't a lot of characters like that. I wish there were more characters like that. And not a lot, and there aren't a lot of characters first. I guess, yeah, you could get rid of his first. The thing is, though, about his first ability is I stand still a lot and forget to keep moving when I play Goss. And so that's how I quickly get my battery back up, is by spamming the 1. So I kind of need it, because I'm bad at staying moving. But that's like a me problem. So yeah, I guess you could remove his 1. I'm glad there's not a lot of warframes like Chroma. Chroma has 2 abilities that are absolutely terrible. Is there another warframe where they have 2 bad abilities? What? I stand still a lot, alright? I have trouble keeping, that's why I don't play Goss. I actually have trouble keeping his battery full. And I have like an insane amount of duration. I think I have like every duration mod on, and I have 5 Tau Forge reds for duration. And I still like I can't get his battery full whenever I play him. That's why I'm not a Goss player. It's not for me. I'm more of a Volt. If I had to choose between Gauss and Volt, I'm choosing Volt every time. Because Volt's fine with standing still. And they both give reload speed. That's the big thing I like about Gauss, is because he gives reload speed, but so does Volt. You know what I wish? I wish Wisp gave reload speed, because she gives fire rate, but no reload speed. And so you burn through your ammo really fast, but you don't reload quicker, so it's kind of like, I'm just reloading more often. It feels like with Wisp, you're reloading more than you're shooting a lot of the time. Which I don't get that with Volt or Gauss. Because they make reloads, like, instant.
Nothing more than everything dies.
Also, I really like Volt's augment for his fourth ability. That gives overshields. It makes shield gating so easy. I know there is a setup for Gauss that you have passive shield gating like all the time. I don't know how it works. I think it's like a bug with what's that arcane? Arcane Aegis? What's happening? Did my internet go out? Speed test. No, I have internet. What's happening here? Yeah, no, my stream's still going. Huh. You know, this is a new one for me. Oh my god, look at all the maggots. Oh. Wait, are we good? That was strange. I've never seen that before. Okay, we're on the next mission. I feel like we're missing a player now, though. Oh no, we're not. All right, it took its time. Warframe was not ready to go to the next mission. That one, that's definitely a first. I've never seen that before. I've seen a lot of bugs in Bug Frame, and I had never seen that one. Oh, that's Saren. You know what I learned the other day I didn't realize? Is, Araxia gets status immunity in her fourth ability. She's like an insane persistence warframe, actually. I can't wait for that Prime to come out because she's just all around a really amazing warframe. There's nothing that Araxia does bad. She has like a Saren type like explosion on her guns. She has status immunity. She works with persistence. She has a CC ability with her with her webs. Oh nice. Oh nice. Well, did you get that from the Archon hunt we did? My allergies have been bothering me lately. Oh, nice. Oh, the Archon mods. Okay. I was thinking Archon shards for some reason. Yeah, luckily you don't have to do the Archon or the call missions very much to get all the mods. Also, his missions aren't too difficult either. Some of the bonuses can be really annoying to do, but most of them are pretty easy. That is unfortunate. But it's not too bad to farm the plants. It's just tedious. And the other annoying thing is certain plants are only available during certain times of the day. Like some you can only get at night on Earth and some you can only get on day on Earth. I hate that kind of stuff. That's like the most annoying thing part of the farm. If it's just the wrong time of the day, and you literally can't farm the stuff you need. I doubt I can hurt the tank with this weapon. Yeah, no, I would need to be like Valkyr or Geyer. I basically one-shot the tank with a Valkyr though. But can't I revive you? It will not let me revive that person. That's annoying. Oh no, now I'm dead. Wait, how do you resurrect as this guy? I can't believe we failed the mission.
It's going to waste you my data, and not in a good way.
I actually have no idea how I died. I think I reloaded my gun and died. I also don't know why I couldn't resurrect that guy. We should get new Archon mods for the combine elements. Yeah, I don't know. I tried to revive someone and it didn't prompt it to revive them. It was weird. And hello, Turbo. How was your day going? Alright, well, it looks like we're doing this one again.
Stand by for temporal shenanigans.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Inaros again. Maybe I'll bring a different weapon, though. One that won't kill me. Oh, nice! The build is slowly coming together. That is good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna bring a different weapon. Because that was the issue, is I died to my Hema, I'm pretty sure. Because the Hema does 3,000 damage to my Inaros. What mod is it? Maybe I can help. Oh, I have that mod. I don't remember how to get it though. That is one you will definitely have to look up. Yeah, it's not a mod from no, it's not a corrupted mod. I know that. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Nightmare Missions as well. And if it's from Nightmare Missions, you're definitely gonna look it up because those have really weird rotations and stuff like that. So much endo, yeah. You know what'd be a cool stat to see is like how much endo you spent in the game. Because there's a lot of mods to level. And especially like the rare and prime ones start to get really expensive. If only they gave out legendary cores. I think I've only ever had 3. I think I got one from a sortie, one they gave out many years ago, and then I got the third one from being LR 1. Every LR you get a legendary core. But yeah, I've only ever gotten one from a sortie. They're really rare from sorties. I think you can get them now from borrow as well. But I've never gotten one from borrow, but he also hasn't had his loot box for very long, so that's fair. I do sorties a lot still. I don't do them as much as I used to. And I have still yet to see another legendary core from a sortie. They must be, like, really rare. Ah, yeah, that's not a fun place to farm. Where are we going, Cat? It happens. A lot of good things are from annoying farms. Oh, I actually didn't know that. Okay, nice. Yeah, so that's not a problem. It was actually really funny when I came back to this game because I didn't have Steel Path unlocked because I missed a lot of content. But when I came back, I was Master Rank, I think 23, and I was trying to farm, like Resurgent stuff and like stuff from Relics. And so people would always turn on, Steel Path, and it would kick me out of the game all the time. Because I was Master Rank 23, I definitely should have had, if I like started recently, I definitely should have had Steel Path unlocked. But that wasn't even a thing whenever I stopped playing. And I had every node done. I just didn't have the new nodes done, like Zeramon and all that stuff. In 1999, I don't think those are even a requirement for Steel Path anymore. The biggest thing that was keeping me from unlocking Steel Path 2 was making the Necromech for the new war. That's like prevented me for like several weeks. I just didn't want to go and do it. Debate on what to do now. Go farm some of the Requiem relics so you can kill your Lich. Or you can start to kill your Lich and see which Requiem mods you need. Because there are some new Lich weapons coming out in like a couple weeks. There's the Kuva like a bone saw. I don't even remember what the Tenet weapon is. And then there's the Coda weapon that's gonna be really good. The like infested arm cannon Coda weapon. That thing's gonna be really good. I'd recommend farming some of the stuff so you can buy that immediately. Well, actually, that's Master Rank 17. Maybe not for you, but if you have that available, I recommend it. More awake, that's fair. Is it raining out? No. I thought I heard thunder, but it might have just been something loud falling. Okay. I need you to stay here. Stay. And then I want you to stay here. Stay. I feel like they don't listen sometimes when you tell them to stay. But maybe they will this time. Yeah, I think the baseless was a better choice. I kept almost dying because Dakota Hema. The fact that it removes over 3,000 HP every time I reload it is kind of absurd. When it only needs like 350 HP. To get the full buff. And it's not like current health that uses like half your HP. It's max HP. So if I reload after reloading and not getting any health, then I'm at 1 HP from Dakota Hema. That's not fun because I think it's a lot of fire rate. What happens to him now that I told him to stay there?
You're going to try.
Oh wait, it's not falling yet. Do you ever get a urge to play a really old game now? For some reason, I just really had the urge to want to play Killing Floor 1. Okay, so he falls. Okay, so he's kind of just stuck up there now, huh? Hello.
How is it going? I think I do. I'm doing pretty good. Just trying to finish up the weeklies. Unfortunately, we had some bug frame things happen on the last Archimedia, and so we're having to do it again. I could not resurrect the people that were dead because the prompt was not showing up for some reason. But we're almost back to the 3rd level again. And then we'll move on to the other Archimedia. Yeah, Monster Hunter games are great. I haven't played a lot of them, but I really like World. Monster Hunter World is so good. But I don't know if I really consider that an old game now. That one's definitely a lot more newer. I think it came out like maybe like 5 years ago, maybe longer. You don't like the armor system in World? Did you water it down? How much is it actually that much different than older Monster Hunters? Cause it didn't seem that watered down. I've never played the older ones. What's different about the other armor systems? Old Monster Hunter wasn't just equip armor piece in it. Now have skill active. How'd you have to activate the skills before? Because I mean, to me, it seemed like a really good system. It wasn't like super complex, but I don't think it needed to be. How did you build up the skill points? How'd you get the points to activate them? Most skills needed at least 10 points to activate. Because Rise worked the same way. I think the new one Wilds works the same way. And it seems to be the right amount of complexity, for me at least. same way in World, just craft armor, but you had to reach the minimum. That doesn't make sense to me. I think it might be the way you're explaining it. Because the complexity that happens in the world was through decorations. I think the issue that Monster Hunter World had with armor was they would release some sets that were just objectively better than all the others. Like whenever in Base World, whenever the Behemoth set came out, it was just objectively better than every other set for melee builds. Which I think that was an issue. You need to have like variety. And nowadays the objectively best set is Fatalis. I think that's the biggest issue that, in my opinion, that's the biggest issue World has with optimization and like complexity to armor sets. Also, decorations take way too long to get. That's another issue I have. It's too much randomness and takes too long. Old Monster Hunter, you needed at least 2 or 3 armor pieces to get Attack of Small, unlike World, where you equip 1 armor piece with... Yeah, I don't like the decoration. I don't know, I like the way Monster Hunter World works. That's not watered down. In my opinion, that just gives you more variety in builds. Because you can get... it just lets you get more skills for builds. Which I find more interesting. But I'd have to play the old games. Yeah, I don't think there should be a insane grind in Monster Hunter games. Like, I'm fine with like, oh, you gotta grind this armor piece, that's like whatever. But whenever they start applying a bunch of armor, like, randomness into the grind, I think that's when it gets bad. Like the talisman grind in oh, what's that one called? Rise, or the Deco one in World. I think both of those are like a negative to the game, in my opinion. I don't want something that grindy. I like a little bit of grind. Like what it takes to get most armor pieces and weapons. But when you start throwing RNG, like the stuff you get is randomized as long with it's random to get its stuff, nah, I'm kind of out on that one. Yeah, but I like World where you get a lot of skills. If I was playing World and I couldn't get as many skills, I would have less fun in the game. But I think that's just me. It got a little excessive whenever Fatalis gear come out, because then you could get every skill you ever wanted. But even in World, sometimes it was hard to like, you had to sacrifice for like weakness exploits sometimes. You couldn't get all the things you wanted. No, I think World actually did a good job with how many skills you could get. Up until the end of Iceborne, where you get everything. But it's also kind of fair, because Fatalis gear is supposed to be some of the best gear in all of Monster Hunter. Because Fatalis is that monster. He is the one of the scariest monsters in that universe. I think it's kind of fair. Yeah, this is way better now that my gun's not killing me. I knew it was gonna be a risk bringing my Hema in here, but... I brought it anyways. I need to go I never completed Rise. I've always kind of wanted to go back and finish it. Rise had some pretty crazy in-game stuff you could do. If I ever went back and played Rise, I would definitely do a dual blades. Apparently some of the dual blade builds got pretty crazy in Rise. I tried to go into it with Greatsword, and I did not have a lot of fun. Like, I was enjoying Greatsword, but I'm not a Greatsword player. Oh, a Charge Blade? Okay. That was one I never could get, I never enjoyed much. It was very good. It's always been very good. It was actually amazing in World. But that's not when I get fun. I was a bow / dual blades player for the longest time. But let's be real. Those are basically the same weapons. And then I eventually switched over to light and heavy bowgun in World. And like exclusively used those. Wish the shield points were still a niche mechanic. That was a cool mechanic the Charge Blade had. Where you could block attacks in certain combos. Okay. You know one thing I really liked about World was how you could put a shield on your heavy bowgun. Shield heavy bowgun builds were so much fun. Okay, we completed the thing now.
Oh, hiya, freaky space friend. Velimir and Minerva are ready when you are. Stand by for temporal shenanigans.
I need to fly around in the Deimos open realm and find animals and save them. Oh, yeah.
These are kind of a fixation
It's
of
not
mine.
too bad. I would definitely look up where to get them. Oh yeah, it's only one per customer. I was like, why can't I change the amount? But it's only one per customer.
Enjoy.
Yeah. Those aren't too bad. I don't mind doing the bounties in Deimos that much. But catching the animals can be annoying, especially if it's not the right time. Like you need something in Foss and it's Vohm. That's like the most annoying stuff ever. The Blood Rush bounty. I actually didn't know Blood Rush came from a bounty. You know, Blood Rush used to come from the Acolytes. And the acolytes weren't always a permanent part of the game. They would come around like maybe every 6 months.
Service. Ooh, conversation. Who goes first? Ooh, ooh.
But now they're just a part of the game. I don't know why I bought that. I didn't need that.
I'll miss you.
I wouldn't want Lloyd distraught. Master
That's how I originally got Blood Rush.
are under threat from the murmur.
Okay,
Nay.
Protea.
Rip from his teeth.
You know what? I'm
all
down to
that
play
he has
Protea.
taken and teach him this. That woe shall be his sole reward.
What do I
Prepare
use in
well,
my Protea
For we
loadout?
shall not return until the experiments are secured.
I'll just bring the Furious. Okay, you know what? This is the perfect time to bring Ducky. I don't get to bring Ducky to a lot of missions. But he's a really good with Protea. You know, I want to bring my Furious too. I really like this gun. Oh, sun tokens? You have to get them from catching animals. Usually. I think that's like the way to get them. You get them animal tags. And it's gonna be like random what tags you need to buy them. Yeah. So you'll have to look what weapons you need. I think I forgot what primary I needed. I'm gonna look through here one more time in case I see it. But I think I have forgotten. No, it's this. Need that. Ooh, and then I can bring Harmony. No complaints there. I actually like Harmony. Ew, negative 50% ability duration. That's not what I want to see. Yeah, I guess we'll still do it. Protea. We should be fine. Let me actually look at her build real quick. Do I have the new mod on Protea? I do, okay. That'll definitely compensate a lot. With the less duration. Still not gonna be fun, having 50% less duration on Protea, but...
Yeah.
My turrets are gonna be significantly worse. But I should be fine, like, survivability-wise. Oh, okay. So those things, the mutagens and the antigens, those determine what your predicite's gonna look like. It gives them stats too, but the stats like don't matter. You just choose to make it look the way you want. And you can preview them too. If you go to make your predicite, it'll let you preview it. Yeah, but the issue is, the stats don't really matter because it's not immunities, and it's just resistances to those stats, and it's basically not gonna make a difference. Whether you, especially on like Steel Path and higher, whether they have the resistance or not, they're still just gonna die to that stat. It only matters like pre-Steel Path whether they have those resistances or not. But once you get on Steel Path, they're gonna die to whatever they're gonna die to. I personally, I would just pick whatever you want them to look like, or if you don't care what they look like, get whichever ones are easiest to craft. Because to be honest, they're not gonna die to fire or toxin. They're gonna die to that enemy shooting them. Because companions just aren't very survivable. That's why the Panzer's the best companion in the game. Because they still give you their bond mods, even when they're dead. Now you can make companions more survivable, like I do with Protea on mine, but you do need like a Warframe to give them survivability. Like Protea giving them shields, Dante giving them overguard, or what's the other one? Oh yeah, any invisibility Warframe, making them invisible. Oh yeah, pack leader's another good way as well. For like the melee Warframes. Or if you just have a glaive and you use a glaive a lot, it's also just really good for that. I've actually heard Predicites are pretty good too. I've never made a Predicite, but I've heard that they, I think they have some pretty good mods. Oh, you're trying to pick between the different types? What I would do if I were you, because I don't know enough about Predicites to tell you right now, the different types, like what you're saying, the Pharaoh or the Medigi, they have different mods. It's kind of like a Panzer Vulpaphyla and like a Shy Vulpaphyla. They actually have access to different mods from each other. So I would look up what mods they have and choose based off of that. Or you could just like tell me the different mods. That actually does make a decision which one or make a difference which one you choose. But I've never made a Predicite, so I don't know what any of their mods are. I could look after this mission and then give you a suggestion, but I don't know what the best is, because I've never made one. I think the Magi is the good one, but I can't remember. It might be the Pharaoh, though, because I think the Pharaoh is like the really rare one. Nacha has infested bite and has. Yeah, I don't know what those do. Oh, you don't have it? Okay. I think, though, parasitic spores are good. I've only seen a very little stuff on Apprenticeite, so I can't remember. I should make Apprenticeite at some point, so I can answer questions like that. I mean, yeah, that definitely makes things more difficult. I thought I missed. I don't see any things to shoot. Oh, there's one. I still think Protea is one of the best supports in the game. But Noko is pretty close to her now. Protea and Noko do a lot of similar things. They're just slightly different. Like, Protea gives ammo. It's one advantage she has over Noko. But Noko gives power strength, which is kind of a big deal. And I think the mushroom's energy they give is actually more than Protea's energy. And unfortunately, you do need to use equilibrium if you are wanting to get energy from Protea. As her dispenser does not give as much energy as it does health. It gives a ton of health, but not as much energy. But if you're running equilibrium, it gives a lot of energy. I didn't realize it gives you a blueprint for a mutagen and an antigen. Oh! Like when you level them up? Am I permanently invisible? Dante? Oh, Octavia, that's right. Oh, yeah, no, you have to craft it. Oh, you didn't think it'd be that easy. That's why I say if you don't care how your Apprenticeite looks, just buy the ones that are easiest to craft. I actually wanted to choose how my Vopaphyla looked, so I did choose the antigen and mutagen that I wanted. What is this mission? Oh, alchemy, that's right. Then we have disruption after this. Oh, that's good. Okay. Yeah, that is fair. I'm actually really tired as well. I am so slow right now. Trying to make a list of resources, yeah. Luckily, like Predicites and Vulpaphyllus, you only need to make like one of that type, and then you're just set. You don't have to get multiples of them. This I've never had to. I can't see a reason I would get a second Vulpaphylla. Or a Panzer, that is. Like, sure, you can make a Shy and a... I can't remember what the other one is. A different companion, that's fair. You can also get a Vulpaphylla from Deimos. You make it the same way as the Predicite, but Vulpaphyllas are considered to be one of the best pets in the game. I also consider them to be one of the best pets. You do need the Panzer though. It's a big deal to have a Panzer Vulpaphylla, not just anyone. But the hardest part of getting them is just getting the mutagen and antigen. For naming reasons. I did the same thing. I got a female Vulpaphylla. I was trying to do that with a cat, like a normal cat, but the game has never... I made like 15 cats, and it never gave me a female cat once. I don't know why. It just did not want to give me the female cat. Oh, hello. Gotta love the Furus. If you need a gun that just kills things, the Furus is amazing. It can't kill things that are status immune very well, but it can still kill stuff that are status capped, like those necromechs. Yeah, that's painful. That's not a good time. Hey Zero, how's it going? I hope you've been doing well. What have you been up to? Yeah. Needing something from Vohm and Foss is painful. Oh, nice. You got back to Deadlock. Who were you playing? I've been doing pretty good. I've gotten pretty high rank into Deadlock. I am Oracle 3. So that's been fun ranking up in that game. It's a grindy game. Zombie lady. Oh, I like Graves, but she does feel terrible to play against some characters. Like any character that can fly, it feels real bad to play Graves against. Yeah, Graves. Seven? Seven is just always a good character. Oh, you should try it. Deadlock is so good. I am a huge fan of Deadlock, and every update it gets better. Okay, right now it's got some balance problems. There's a couple characters that are really strong and they shouldn't be, because they're easy to play. Like Mo and Krill, Venator, and Celeste are all easy, like brain dead to play, but are extremely strong right now. I haven't installed it, I'll have it installed, just haven't played it nor seen any gameplay on it. It's a third-person MOBA, basically. Have you ever played anything like League? It's like that, but third-person, and in my opinion, much better than League. Yeah, it is confusing. There is a League character play Graves, and so Hyper. When they release the new characters, they release 6 characters at a time rather than 1 character at a time. And one of the characters was named Graves, which was confusing because of Graves in League. But a different character, the Venator, actually looks very similar to Graves from League. So I was so confused when I realized that wasn't Graves, but the lady was named Graves. Because she's a necromancer. So that made it even more confusing. Only MOBA I've stayed with, or not sure what to buy. So I don't know if you know this exists. I wish I could just bring it up right now. But you can click, you know, like where the builds, where you buy items, you can view people's builds that they post. And there's like popular builds that people use. A lot of the times I look for streamer builds. Because they have names on the builds. If they have like a Twitch in the name, it's usually a pretty good build. But you just follow the builds. And they'll have like text saying why you should buy this item sometimes, and like it helps a lot looking at someone else's build. And it'll just have all the items you could buy on that one page. It's like the build browser. Yeah, no, it's very useful. It helps a lot with playing new characters, and not only does it tell you what items you should buy and like what situations maybe you should buy other items. But it also tells you the order you should level up your skills. Which is like another kind of complex thing part of the game. Is the leveling up the skills. Watching Deadlock right now, nice. Yeah, that's a huge deal when it comes to the game. Because yeah, I agree. Being able to like I have a pretty good idea what items to buy now because I played the game a lot. But especially getting into it, there's so many items.
Nice.
The big thing is to tell you how to level up your skills. Because it's not like League, where like every level you get 1 point to spend in an ability. No, Deadlock is like, oh, the first skills cost 1 point. The second skills cost 3 points. And then the last skill costs like 5 points. And so it actually can get kind of complicated leveling up your skills.
Only one way out of the anchor hold. Use that terminal.
A good way to describe Deadlock is it is complex. The movement's complex, the items, the leveling up, the macro of like what you should be doing, like for money in the game. Everything is complicated about Deadlock. Would you be up to carrying me through a Steel Path circuit in a bit? Yeah, if I have time, I can do that. But because I had to redo an Archimedia, I don't think I'm going to have time to do that. But maybe, like, if you're here, like, Wednesday or Friday, whatever day I'm not streaming Cult of the Lamb, I'd be down to help if you remind me. I like the circuit a lot. Because I'm a big roguelike fan, and it's basically roguelike for Warframe. So I'm down to do some circuit. You just gotta remind me. I'm very forgetful. Tuesday, I'm gonna be doing Resurgent stuff. So it would definitely be a Wednesday or Friday thing. Oh yeah, no, Furious is definitely worth it. And getting to 5 is not bad. Spoiler, I might. Okay, yeah. And then we could all do it. That'd be cool. But yeah, Zero, if you're still here, if you have any questions about Deadlock, I can help you. I am fairly high ranked. I'm not like an amazing player, but I've been playing it since it came out, and so I've been playing it a lot lately. So I could probably answer a lot of the questions. Tell me with 2 games now, yeah. I hope Deadlock gets even bigger. Like, every update, it gets more and more players. And I think it's an amazing competitive game. If you want an easy time learning the game, right now though, if you like the character, Mo and Krill is like really, really easy to play, and he's extremely strong right now. Because the biggest thing about Mo and Krill is there's a lot of characters right now in the meta where if they get ahead or fed at all, they can run away with the game. And Mo and Krill just shuts down fed characters because you just ult them and they're stunned, and then everybody kills them. So that's one reason he's really good. But he's also just tanky and does way too much damage for how tanky he is. And has a lot of healing. Also, another one that's really good is Ivy. Ivy got some buffs, and she is insane right now. And she can do a gun or a spirit build. Both are very strong for her right now. Technically, you could do a melee build, and I've tried it. It's fun. But I would not recommend the melee build over the gun/spirit. You need better weapons. That's why you gotta kill your liches. The liches have good weapons. Also, getting the Incarnate Furus, that's another good weapon. If not one of the best weapons in the entire game. The Furus is up there. It's one of those weapons that can kill a level cap enemy without any buffs. Like them at Warframe. It's just so good, it can just kill a level cap enemy. It may need like an armor strip, at the most. But I doubt it even needs that. She is very much a frontliner. She had her ult nerfed recently, so I know a lot of people aren't liking her ult currently. What is that? Where did this come from? Are there chandeliers in here? It's a solid object. Interesting. Silver, when she came out, she literally was so strong, she got nerfed like the next day. She was bad. She was not fun to play against when she came out. Oh, you're not a frontline playstyle? Some other good choices, if you like the backline, Mina, the vampire lady, is extremely strong, and she's hard to punish because she has probably one of the best escapes in the game. And she has really high damage. Infernus is usually always pretty good. What are some other really good backliners? I have to look at the list. But those are some of the better ones. Graves is kind of weird because she's like a spirit damage hybrid, but she's also kind of squishy and you have to get into people's face. She's a very strange character. I would recommend trying Mina though. Mina's very strong. And her ult silences people as you rain bats down on them. The silence part of her ult is one of the more annoying things about her kit. Silence in general, in like competitive games like that, and like League, can be like a really oppressive mechanic.
Ew.
So anyone that has like a silence built into their kit is probably going to be pretty strong.
Fighting! Yay!
My favorite characters I play right now is I play a lot of Ivy. I play a lot of St. Clair. St. Clair's weird, and how good he is depends on the enemy team, because he steals ults like Loki and Rivals. So if you have characters on the enemy team that don't have good ults to steal, he's kind of bad. But I really like him. Ivy is just good. And then I'm probably going to start trying Mo and Krill. Oh, Wraith. Wraith is a backliner and is probably the best character in the game right now. Wraith is very good. Because once she maxes out her third ability, while it's active, she has infinite ammo. And it is not fun to deal with. And she also has a really good heal on her first ability.
It's working. You got it.
She has like a kind of weird gun spirit build that leans a little bit more towards the spirit side. But she also has a really good escape and a really powerful single target ult. I don't think Valve has nerfed her either. She is really strong. It feels like she definitely needs a nerf. I think they may have nerfed her a little bit since the rework. But, she can run away with the game real fast. Like, if you have a good player on Wraith, the game could just be over if she gets fed.
Are you done?
Unless you have a Moe and Krill. And then you can just Moe and Krill ult her and she's dead. That's kind of always the good thing about having a Moe and Krill on the team. Is you can just deal with the fed characters. Okay, no problem. Why is the enemy density so low? I'm even speed boosting the enemies.
Huh.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I have pre-roll ads, and I tried to put the mid-roll ads in. I just don't like them. I don't like mid-roll ads. I'm gonna be real. They're I find them annoying. I imagine everybody else finds them annoying. I mean, pre-roll ads are annoying as well, but they're not as bad. If you have to pick between the two evils, I think pre-roll are the less bad ads. Because unfortunately, I can't disable both. I have to choose between the two.
Ooh, scary.
He can get pretty quick. I think he's got like similar speeds to like not a like sprinting Arcwing. If you put on every parkour velocity thing in the game on him, he can get really fast. One of my favorite things about Uriel is Uriel's really I like any Warframe that spawns health orbs and energy orbs from like some mechanic. Like he does it, Nova does it to a certain extent, Araxia does it, Protea does. Anybody that can spawn health orbs is I like that in a kit. I prefer the damage over speed. True. I agree with that.
Albrecht didn't want anyone in here. I want to know why.
Yeah. Like he doesn't. I don't think he really needs a lot of parkour or like. I don't think there's a lot of Archon shards that are too important on him. Because like you're gonna run a full equilibrium, so you don't need equilibrium shards.
I wonder what Albrecht planned on doing.
Interesting.
They're super dead.
So I think he can really fit in like maybe 2 or 3 parkour velocity, and that's not a big deal for him. Yeah, there's another one of those. It is a chandelier. Yeah, that seems like a good plan for him. Because I do think you want some parkour velocity. Especially if you're going to use his first ability a lot. Yeah, because you need to be able to keep up with the player that's not using any parkour velocity shards.
Another job well executed.
A melee arcade adapter. Oh boy, I love those. Those are my favorite.
Well done, lads. Well done.
I don't have like 30 of them. Oh no, only 28. Okay. Only 28 of them.
Slap.
So it's already getting pretty late. Yeah, if you do a lot of these Archimedes, you'll have a ton of those. The Archimedes and for the Cavia and the Netracells, you'll have tons of those. They drop them all the time. Okay. Yeah, it is getting pretty late. So I think this is where I'm gonna end stream. And then we'll probably in like Tuesday or Wednesday stream like one of the other streams, or maybe even one of the other streams I'll do Descendia. I don't feel like doing it tonight. And then we'll do a little bit of the calendar too later in the week. Get those done. And then we can also do the circuit for you guys. Is that actually... I've been kind of wanting to play the circuit. I haven't done it very much since I got all the incarnate adapters. But I do like the circuit a lot. It is a very fun game mode. At least I think it is. Now, let's see, what do I have for the circuit? I got Titania, which Titania is great in there. Yeah. It, You definitely don't need, like, the best stuff to do it solo. Because, the buffs in there will make you significantly stronger than you already are. But it does help to have already good stuff for the circuit. But yeah, thank you everyone. How can you see what... Oh, I think it's an upgrade. You know the intristics? Like where you upgrade your drifter inside the Fury? I believe it's an upgrade where you can actually see right here. Trust me, I didn't know this either. I had the upgrade and didn't understand what it meant, and a viewer pointed it out to me a long time ago now. So yeah, I did not realize that was a thing either. I wish I could see, yeah. But yeah, thank you all for hanging out. I won't be streaming tomorrow, but we'll be doing some more Warframe Tuesday. And I might be streaming some Deadlock at some point. I've been really into playing Deadlock, and I'll have to see. I streamed it like once before, and I think it ran pretty well. So maybe we'll try some Deadlock stream, maybe in a couple weeks or so. But it'll probably be after the big update for Warframe, because that's coming out in like 2 weeks. So it'll probably be after that. But yeah, thank you all for coming by and hanging out. And I will see you all then, and hope you have a good rest of your night.